Tiny Habits, The Small Changes That Change Everything by B.J. Fogg is a groundbreaking guide to building lasting habits and transforming your life by starting small. Fogg, a renowned behavior scientist, presents a new and practical approach to habit formation that emphasizes simplicity, positivity, and scalability. The central idea of the book is that by making habits so small that they are easy to do, you can achieve meaningful change without relying on willpower or motivation. Over time, these small changes grow into significant transformations. Fogg's method, called the Tiny Habits approach, is built on the principle that success breeds success. Instead of trying to overhaul your life or take on daunting challenges, the key is to focus on habits that are so small they seem almost insignificant. For example, instead of committing to 30 minutes of exercise a day, you start by doing just 2 push-ups. Instead of flossing all your teeth, you floss 1. These tiny actions may seem trivial, but they create a ripple effect, building momentum, confidence, and eventually leading to bigger changes. The Tiny Habits Formula. At the heart of the book is the Tiny Habits recipe: anchor plus tiny behavior plus celebrate. This formula is designed to seamlessly integrate new habits into your existing routine and make them feel rewarding. 1. Anchor. Attach the new habit to something you already do regularly, like brushing your teeth, making coffee, or checking your phone. This creates a natural prompt or cue for the new behavior. 2. Tiny behavior. Start with a behavior so small it feels almost effortless. The goal is to make it easy to succeed, even when motivation is low. 3. Celebrate. Immediately celebrate your success, no matter how small. This could be a smile, a fist pump, or simply saying, "I did it." Celebrating reinforces the habit and creates a positive emotional association. Fogg emphasizes that the size of the habit doesn't matter at first, it's the act of doing it that counts. Over time, as the habit becomes automatic, it naturally grows larger and more impactful. For example, starting with 1 push-up can lead to a full workout routine, but the initial focus is simply on making the habit stick. The power of simplicity. One of the core insights of Tiny Habits is that simplicity is more important than motivation. Traditional approaches to habit formation often rely on sheer willpower or bursts of enthusiasm, which can quickly fade. Fogg argues that by making habits easy to start and maintain, you remove barriers that typically lead to failure. For example, if you want to read more, you might begin by reading 1 sentence a day. By eliminating friction, you increase the likelihood of sticking with the habit. Fogg also introduces the idea of scaling back habits to make them manageable. If a habit feels too hard, you can shrink it until it feels doable. This flexibility ensures that you can maintain progress even on tough days. Emotions drive habits. A key takeaway from the book is that emotions, not repetition, are what create lasting habits. Fogg explains that feeling good about a behavior is what makes it stick. This is why celebration is such a vital part of the Tiny Habits method. By associating positive emotions with the habit, you reinforce the behavior and make it more likely to become automatic. Fogg contrasts this approach with the common misconception that habits are built solely through repetition. While repetition plays a role, it's the emotional connection to the habit that determines whether it will last. This insight shifts the focus from rigid discipline to fostering joy and self-compassion in the habit-building process. Habit design. Focus on context, not character. Fogg emphasizes that behavior is driven more by the environment and context than by personal character or discipline. He introduces the behavior model, which consists of 3 elements: motivation, ability, and prompt. For a behavior to occur, all 3 elements must align. Motivation, your desire to perform the behavior. Ability, your capacity to do it, ease or simplicity. Prompt, a cue that triggers the behavior. Fogg advises focusing on ability and prompts, as motivation is often unreliable. By designing your environment to make desired behaviors easier and unwanted behaviors harder, you can set yourself up for success. For instance, if you want to eat healthier, placing a fruit bowl on the counter is more effective than relying on willpower to resist junk food. Growing habits through success momentum. The book explores how small successes build momentum, leading to larger transformations over time. Fogg calls this the habit cascade, when one successful habit naturally leads to another. For example, starting with a tiny habit like drinking a glass of water each morning can lead to broader changes in health, such as improved hydration, better eating habits, and increased energy. Fogg also addresses how to troubleshoot habits that aren't working. He encourages readers to approach setbacks with curiosity rather than self-criticism, tweaking the habit or its context to make it more achievable. Breaking bad habits. In addition to building good habits, tiny habits provide strategies for breaking unwanted ones. Fogg emphasizes removing prompts and redesigning the environment to make the bad habit harder to perform. He also highlights the importance of replacing negative behaviors with positive alternatives, ensuring that the process feels empowering rather than restrictive. Real-life applications and stories. Throughout the book, Fogg shares personal anecdotes and stories from people who have transformed their lives using the tiny habits method. These examples range from improving health and productivity to strengthening relationships and building confidence. By illustrating how small changes can lead to profound results, the book inspires readers to start small and dream big. The bigger picture. While the focus is on individual habits, tiny habits also touches on the broader impact of these changes. Fogg explains that transforming your habits can ripple outward, improving relationships, work performance, and even community involvement. By mastering the art of small, intentional changes, you can create a life that aligns with your values and aspirations. Final thoughts. Tiny Habits offers a refreshing and practical approach to personal growth. By shifting the focus from grand, overwhelming goals to small, manageable actions, B.J. Fogg empowers readers to take control of their behavior and build a life they love. The book's emphasis on simplicity, positive reinforcement, and adaptability makes it an invaluable resource for anyone seeking lasting change. Fogg's message is clear: you don't need to overhaul your life overnight. Change starts with the tiniest actions, and by celebrating small wins and staying consistent, you can unlock your full potential. Through its actionable strategies and uplifting tone, Tiny Habits provides a roadmap for creating meaningful, lasting transformations, one tiny step at a time.